Welcome to the fourth video on how to use breathing exercises and cognitive behavior therapy effectively to deal with your stress and trauma and anxiety and irritability, whatever it is that's on your mind. And, cognitive behavior therapy that we're discussing here is really a broader term because it includes emotions as well, not just cognition and not just the mind and not just behavior, but emotions is critical because we want to equilibrate them. And cognitive behavior therapy deals with the past, present, and future because we want to understand the stresses in the past and come to terms with them and move forward and to have a better functioning, being present in the moment, being more grounded, and being able to work toward the future and improve our future. And it's not just about us, it's about our family, our friends, society, work, school, whatever we're doing, we want to be more functional. And so, it's a wide-ranging technique and it's adjusted. It includes as well the self-talk. And self-talk is not just to change the negative idea one at a time. It's also a narrative, a new story we're telling to ourselves. And we want to switch gears, as I've emphasized, into a more positive and more constructive story that we have for ourselves about a future, about other people, etc. Not that we want to minimize those stresses, we want to minimize the past anxieties and difficulties and even abuse and traumas that we might have experienced in the past. We want to learn how to deal with them and come to terms with them and move forward, be more psychologically flexible in the present so that we are more mindful, things like that. So cognitive behavior therapy is the beginning of that process, and we have add-ons to it that make it more effective. And one of the add-ons that we're going to look at now is being more grounded, using progressive muscle relaxation to get rid of the bodily tension we have. If we scanned our muscles right now from toe to head, we're going to find areas that might be in pain. For example, if we've been injured in a car accident, or might be stressed out if we gather stress in our shoulders and our neck, etc. Scan your body and see where some of those trigger points are, those tense, tight points are, or even those painful points are. And we're going to work on them. And one way to work on them is through progressive muscle relaxation. And I'll expand that into groundedness in a second. So I teach progressive muscle relaxation very simply, right? I know there's tomes written on it and all that stuff, but I've modified it for my particular patients. And as a demonstration, it's short and it doesn't take too long to learn and it's easy to apply. And the way I do it, which might not be exactly the way it's taught, is and there's reasons for that, as we'll see. I have patients move from the toes to the top of the head, scanning their bodies for the tightness, the pain, whatever. And the principle is to move from every joint, from toe to the top of the head, squeezing, tightening, and then relaxing. Why? Because we're already a little bit tight, but we want to make sure that, we're relaxing full tightness, so to speak. Now, the reason I came to that is very simple. I always ask everybody, what am I doing now? When everyone says, well, you're stretching, I'm doing the exact opposite. When we stretch, we tighten every muscle in our body. Even my toes are tight now. And then we release it through the stretch. So the principle of tighten and then relax is inherent in what we've been doing since we were evolved. Because, my dog does the same thing. He squeezes and then he stretches, man. And that's what we do. It's part of our mammalian heritage. And so, well before there was CBT. So we take advantage of those principles. So on the in-breath, what we do is we Squeeze our toes. You can see my shoulder going up there. Then we release. Squeeze our toes. Then we release. Now, the way it's taught, and we're only doing a demonstration, is you can do the left side of your body, then the right side of body. You can do it 3 or 4 times in each side. You could be lying down, whatever. Here I am sitting, and I'm already starting to yawn because it's eliciting the relaxation response. And then we do the progressive muscle relaxation.